I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. In 1989, these words from Helen Keller inspired successful businessman Al Peters to make a life-changing decision.
At age 35, I decided to start Hearing and Service Dogs of Minnesota because I wanted to give something back to the community and share some of the blessings I had received personally. I wanted to combine my interest in dogs with a chance to help people. And when I learned about hearing dogs being trained in other states, I thought this was the ideal way to do that. Then in 1989, that's really where it began. We adopted Annie at the Minneapolis Animal Shelter, and Annie became the first trained hearing dog placed with Marcy Burry of New Brighton, Minnesota. Good dog. Hearing assist dogs listen for sounds that their deaf or hard of hearing partner can't hear, and then they alert the person by touching them in a significant way and leading them back to the source of the sound.
In 1995, we expanded the program to include training dogs to assist people with physical disabilities. These dogs carry objects, retrieve dropped items, open doors, pull wheelchairs, and more. Today, we continue to find new ways of training dogs to enhance the lives of people with disabilities. Hundreds of graduate teams in 5 states are testimony to our continuing dedication to our mission. In addition to hearing and mobility assist dogs, our program has expanded to include diabetes assist dogs, trained to detect low blood sugar in people with diabetes.
Griffin, check.
Seizure assist dogs are trained to respond to their partner's needs after a seizure. We also train dogs to assist our wounded warriors returning from the military.
Yes, we have to go in the store.
We continue to break new ground with our Autism Assist program. Dogs are handled by the parents and trained to act as the firm but gentle anchor that prevents a child with autism from bolting into dangerous situations.
Oh, hey, wait, Nick, let's go this way. Fisher, come. Our lives are so different because we're not prisoners anymore. We have freedom that I never knew was possible.
Have you seen the Rocky Lullaby?
These dogs are also proving to be a social bridge for the children and their families.
It makes everything just easier for Wally, and so that makes it easier. It makes it easier for us.
But perhaps the most rewarding part of our work is watching the bond that develops when our dogs are matched with their human partners. We see that bond grow into miracles every day. We begin by giving our dogs the best possible start in the loving care of dedicated volunteers. Puppies are raised in the homes of our puppy raisers up to the age of 16 to 18 months. They learn basic obedience and the good manners they will need in public places. They also start developing the skills they will need as assistance dogs. Many of our dogs come to us from animal shelters and need to learn obedience and manners too. These dogs may spend time in the home of a volunteer foster family, or they may become part of a training program in partnership with correctional facilities in Minnesota. Here, our dogs are paired with inmates to learn basic skills as well as new problem-solving skills.
Good boy. Tough. Good boy. Bring it.
When the dogs are ready to begin learning the specific skills they will need to assist a client, they come back to live at our facility for advanced training. Giving up the dog is always a bittersweet moment for puppy raisers.
And we cry. I mean, there are a lot of tears. What gets us through it is knowing that they're going to be helping someone. And they're going to kind of giving someone a new lease on life, and that really helps us get through it. But a lot of tears.
It's always difficult. You get to know the dogs. You live with them. They grow on you and they grow with you. And it's like sending your child off to school.
Advanced training is key to the successful placement of an assistance dog. It's where our trainers learn what the dogs love to do, so they can be directed into a rewarding life of service.
And every time you see them, they're having a great life. they're doing something they love to do and they're helping someone.
When an applicant is accepted and paired with a dog carefully chosen by our staff, they begin training together as a team in the client's home and in public settings. The client practices commanding and handling the dog, and the dog practices assistance skills in real-life situations. Each begins to anticipate the other's wishes and needs.
Okay, puppy. Get the door. Yes, thank you, Brinks. Good dog. Another time I realized that that Brinks and I were bonding is when I asked him to take something downstairs for me, and he started off, all anxious to please, and then but I'm, I obviously walk a lot slower than he does, and I realized that he had just stopped, and he was kind of waiting for me to catch up.
This bonding is important because before graduating from the program, each team must demonstrate the assistance skills they have learned and show how they work as a team in public.
Once the training is complete and we finish the certification testing, that's when my favorite part begins. We get to go to graduation, and we get to watch the dog and client and puppy raiser on stage together, celebrating, everybody receiving their diploma, and bringing together all the people that made this possible. The contributors, the volunteers, the staff, everybody that's been part of the process is there to celebrate together. We provide dogs free of charge to our clients because we want everybody who needs and wants an assistance dog to be able to have one. Our organization is funded entirely by contributions from individuals, foundations, and groups like the Lions Clubs. Without those contributions, our work wouldn't be possible. Volunteers are critical to our work. They are absolutely the lifeblood of our organization.
The dream that started Hearing and Service Dogs of Minnesota in 1989 is still coming true because our dogs fetch amazing things.
And then this dog came into my life, and I started getting some hope back. This dog means life. And full life at that.